Hello, and welcome to another stream with me, Mark Kuznez. Hi, how are y'all doing? Hopefully well. As the title of this Friday stream says, it's not been a great week. Yesterday we had news of Blue Point being closed by Sony, as well as layoffs at Ubisoft Toronto, Jake Solomon's studio closing, and then today Phil Spencer has retired. Sarah Bond has resigned, and now Matt Booty is the head of Xbox and AI or some shit, and then some new person who was the CEO of Core AI, whatever the fuck that is. I mean, A as in the title. So, the general idea of what it is now the CEO of Xbox. I don't know. This week can just get fucked. So, I figured instead of playing this or that, I didn't want to commit an entire stream to High Guard because I just imagine I'm not going to enjoy High Guard, and I didn't want to spend 4 hours playing that. Didn't want to jump into something new. Didn't really feel like playing more Romeo is a Dead Man. I figured I have all these games I never got around to. I got codes for. Let's just play a lot of these games, a lot of them from Ultimate Games. So that is what we're going to do. We're just going to hang out tonight, play a bunch of random games of varying sorts and genres and whatnot, and try and have a decent time to end the week. If I'm being honest, I'm just excited for the stream to end in 4 hours minus some change, because then I can enjoy the other half of my Italian sausage in addition to my usual post-stream meal. That's what I'm excited about. At least there was good news in it's not the whole thing or whatever, but the Supreme Court ruling against some of Trump's tariff stuff he's been doing is a win in my book. Anything that makes Trump upset makes me happy. And I'm genuinely surprised that whatever this actual shape is, the Supreme Court would rule against him at all anyway. And a decent ruling, 6 versus 3. So it wasn't 5-4. That's also something. Anywho, we are going to check out first Lorne's Lure, which I think is a primarily first-person platforming type game. Turn on Explore mode for a more relaxed experience instead of the default mode that has some extreme challenges and timed sections included. What does this mean? I can't even select it, but it'd be kind of cool if the simulation play was just here. You can watch someone else play this. Watch the AI play it. I would be into that for AI. Put AI in every video game where you can just let the AI play the game for you. You can just watch it being played. I would find that amusing in a way that I would kind of like to see it. When you want me to do this? Maybe not. There's no double jump. It takes me nowhere. It just seems weird to me. I feel like you would have it be a more fluid design. Where I'm constantly jumping in and out looking to where I should want to go. That is some smallest text. Holy shit. I'm sure it's unreadable for y'all. A safety hut. They're used by explorers that travel into the megastructure. They're built for extreme longevity, but this one is showing signs of wear and tear. Material analysis suggests it was built 534 years ago. You can't scan everything, just things it wants you to scan. That's a weird... What is the B button doing? Oh my god. Why is it so small? What? That slowed down? Well, I guess you're never doing any kind of slide then. That's what it's making it seem like to me. and that's just saying where it wants me to go. Do I want to jump on these things? Actually? Doesn't feel great. Oh my god. Oh shit, I fell all the way down there. Cool. Cool. We might already be moving on to game number 2. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's see how far I can fall. Oh, I wanted to keep falling. I almost held there for 3 seconds. I was like, what's going on? Okay. Why didn't you die there? Can we make it? No. What? The fall damage is unbelievably inconsistent. Jesus Christ. No. Oh my god. Thank God I don't have to wait for it to actually. Is there anything over here? Very generous respawns though. I guess since I touched this, they're like, hey, you got here. I don't know why it didn't grab on when I did that before. Cool. Hey Conan, how are you doing? How's your day been? What game is this? This is Lauren's Lure or something? Lauren's Lure. I'm already pretty much over it. Likely gonna move on to game number 2. The fall damage is so unbelievably inconsistent. I've fallen from way greater heights and had nothing happen to me. Yeah, this is definitely not a boomer shooter. I just got these tools to climb shit. At fall damage. Like right there, I should be dead off of that thing. I've hit things where I slide off it too that it's like, no. You playing anything currently? Anything particularly big / new? I know you're doing all your Thor stuff and all that jazz. You beat Medal of Honor, the first one? On the Thor? How was that? I know it's not a modern shooter, so it doesn't have the... Oh, so you have like an endurance thing going on. Like I survived right there. What the fuck? I'm assuming that's not the first time you've played that game. Look how small that fucking text is. It's probably unreadable for you. Was it not also on PC? I would have assumed you just played it on PC. Presuming that it was a PC game as well, it just feels like any shooter would have been PC as well. I just assumed this was the way it wanted me to go because there was a thing glowing here, but it doesn't look like it. Like, why did I survive that? Tell me why I survived that. This wasn't no angle. Why am I still alive? That's where you want me, all the way over there? What did you think of the footage we saw of Solomon's game? Fucking stupid shit. Wasn't that a PS2 game? Jake Solomon's game. They posted that video of like alpha footage. But the Normandy Beach Medal of Honor was the PS2 one, the first PS2 one. But I can't remember what that was called. Medal of Honor something or other, right? It's not Frontline. Airborne might have been the last one. It looked like a game that was destined to be hated on by a lot of people for being woke. That was my first thought. I was like, people are gonna hate this for being too woke. A certain subset of people, at least. I remember that Medal of Honor, though, being a big deal, the one with the Normandy Beach stuff, to open it up. And I liked that game a lot. I played a lot of it. I remember there was a level where you go undercover. But one of the things I remember most is that when you do a headshot on an enemy that had like a helmet, the helmet would fly off and they would kind of look at you like, I can't believe you shot me in the head, and then they would die. It's like this weird humorous expression. Like, what? I can't believe you shot me. What the fuck is that? I miss stuff like that. Probably stuff like that still exists in games, but I don't know. I don't feel like we have the time to see the small details anymore. Or just so much shit is going on that you don't really notice smaller details. That was always cool too, when they'd throw grenades back at you, but when you'd actually see them do it. Not like Call of Duty World at War, which was horrendous. I'm sure you've played that one, but that was maybe the hardest one for me to beat on veteran, just because of how many grenades that would get thrown back at you, or just thrown at you in general. It's insane. I remember playing that and just thinking, like, well, what am I supposed, like, you're just throwing infinite grenades at me. What the hell am I supposed to do here? You know what I would like to do, but I don't know who else would want to do it. You would be a potential person who might be interested, and I don't think it's that complicated, and you can do it cross-platform, both original hardware and then emulation on various PCs and all that jazz. But I guess there's some kind of thing, a fan-created system or whatever, that allows you to play the Resident Evil Outbreak games online. And those are the old PS2 online ones. And they're relevant now just because they have that character in them. I guess the mother is part of those games from Requiem. I always wanted to play those back in the day, but all I had then was dial-up. I also wouldn't have anyone to play with anyway. I'm sure you'd be happy to hear Greg Miller and Kind of Funny Games Daily talking about Jake Solomon's closure. They looked at the footage of it and talking about it, and they're just, what I'm gathering, because I'm not really paying that much attention, is, you know what, I'm glad that the industry is already pushing out AI slop like this. You know, I'm happy this fucking closed. I'm like, oh, That's a take, I guess. Like, I died from that fall? Are you kidding me? I think I own... I didn't realize there were multiple Outbreak games. I think there are 2. I'm pretty sure I own the first. Maybe I own the second one still. But also, I think... To me... What the fuck are we doing? There is potential interesting uses for AI as well. For instance, it's a different form of AI, but I always go back to that. And just like with games like Baldur's Gate or Elder Scrolls, you're not realistically going to get a voice actor for every single NPC and write every single NPC this full humongous catalog of dialogue and options and branching paths and all that jazz. But if you can utilize AI in a way that makes it feel organic to speak to every character in the game, all these random NPCs, if you can make them feel more alive than they typically do in games like that, I don't think that's bad. I go back to that game from fucking like 30 years ago or something. Not even exactly a game, but Facade, which I've talked about before, which was this kind of experimental project, but I think it's more, you know, designed AI and just sort of the way point and click adventure games, old text adventure games worked, where you could type in a thing and it would give you a response based on what you wrote, and they would have a certain number of responses. But you were a friend visiting a couple, you know, you have a pair of adult friends, a man and a woman who are in a relationship, and I think they're going through a potential breakup, and you visit them and can talk to them by just inputting your own text, and they will respond to what you wrote. You know, you could be nice, you could be mean, you could swear at them, you could support them, scoff at them, etc., and it would play off that. And I look at that and I think, well, isn't one potential avenue of AI something along those lines? And to me, I think that could be very, very cool. And like you're saying right there with the unlimited dialogue, you can't realistically write infinite options for a way for I mean, the characters themselves are AI. Like, AI has always existed in video games, and this is just an adaptation, or not this is an evolution of AI. And sure, nobody wants a game. I remember there was that one that was like, this game was designed entirely by AI. Nobody wants that. But utilizing AI to give people new, interesting experiences, I think, is worthwhile. It's like I had fun with those chatbots and stuff, just talking to a random chatbot where you could see where the conversation goes. Is it superficial to an extent? Sure, but it's engaging. And I think there's a way to evolve that and adapt it in a way that makes it even more, well, / less shallow. I don't know. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the best part about those games. I love that. I love that organic storytelling where, I enjoy linear storytelling as well. I like things that are written in stone, like you're just following this path, but I like it when things can just happen that you weren't expecting, that weren't preordained, that weren't written. Like, That's what makes things interesting. It's just annoying how people are just, they see the word, like with the Xbox news today. The head is, you know, part of, she's the CEO of Core AI, whatever that, like, AI has become this term that's just like, no. AI is like rape to people. It's just like, oh, rape? Nope. AI is rape. Don't ever want to hear like it, but you know, it's not. I don't know. The industry is just in a very, I don't know, space. Both on the publishing development side with costs and all of that stuff, and then on the user side in terms of just like, I don't know. I think that's enough of Lauren's Learned, though. Let's move on to one of the survival horror things I got. Was a Gore Doctor, yeah. Which is where the thumbnail image comes from. You think AI was used to create that key art? That was definitely the most shocking part, for sure, Conan. The fact that it says she resigned, but we didn't get, in any of the news stories I saw, we got emails from Booty, Spencer, and the new CEO, whatever her name is again. I can't remember because she's a brand new face to Xbox at least. But we didn't get anything from her saying, you know, blah, 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 blah. So that's making me assume it wasn't, you know, maybe not the best outing. So I don't know what to make of Xbox. I think most would agree of those three, Matt Booty was the worst. So now we have Matt Booty and a new person.
We've got another one. Let's take him to the dog. This fucking fool ain't got a clue what's coming for him.
As a weird, just kind of okay. Jump to a screen. Suddenly awoken within the walls of a mysterious institution. Blah 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 blah. I know you eventually get guns in this game. I hope it happens pretty soon.
Where the fuck am I?
I like how I'm looking at the TV right now and it says use. And it's me opening the door. I love it when shit like that works that way. It's so dumb. I just am looking forward to the stream ending and eating my Italian sausage. Any plans for the weekend? Just the usual. I'm gonna throw it up. Watch some baseball. That's right. It's all starting. Give me a flashlight, for fuck's sake. This is so dark. I mean, there has to be something in here, right? This is as dark for me as it is for you. I got the key for here. There has to be something in here, right? Why is this light so fucking shitty? I can't see shit either. Somebody there. Wait, do they have... Am I losing my mind? I think there are multiple models there. I don't know if you can see them. I could barely see them. Let me... Wait, can I... bump up the brightness? Yeah, look at that. There are two models there. Probably not on purpose. Why don't we play it this way? I'm not scared anymore. Is there anything to find in this room? Still nothing. Help me. Help me. Help me get away from it all. I wanna fuck you like an animal. All right, let's return this. Was there the code on the note in the... Maybe that's what I need to get in here for. I don't think there's anything down here. Do that note that you can't see fucking here? Like, it's ridiculous. No. Is there a note somewhere else that I fucking missed? Or a note in here I just wasn't paying attention. Nope. Let's turn the brightness back up. Anyone here? No. I think we may already be moving on to game number 3. Oh, there it is. And not here. See, there it is. You probably still can't see because it's not super bright. And the stream is always a little darker than mine, like a little bit. But the keypad code, 2237. How the fuck am I supposed to see that without a flashlight? Without turning the brightness all the way up? It's still kind of dark with the brightness all the way up. Unless I somewhere missed a fucking flashlight. I can't rotate this thing. There's no light switch in here. Wait, here it is. Wait. That's on? This is the light on. I don't feel like it's any brighter. What are we talking about? What am I switching on? I don't know what your shit is, fucking game.
Jesus. Is that real?
Who cares? There's no reason to look through all these things. Just keep going. We hit a save point.
I could use more light.
What's the next game you're playing? For the Thor. Did that turn on some lights? I guess it did. Radiant Historia. Maybe. That sounds right, but I don't have actually or any actual experience with that game.
Seems some numbers are carved on the back.
Some numbers are carved on the back of what? I can't. What are you talking about? There's some numbers carved on what back? I can't interact with anything while I'm on the ladder. What are we talking about? What are we doing? Let's bump up the brightness again. Because even with the lights on, this thing fucking sucks. I can't rotate. I can't look behind me. I can't do anything while I'm on this ladder. And I can't jump off it or anything. Here's the next key thing we need to deal with. Dude says, looks like there are some numbers. Oh, here we go. This thing? Is this what you're talking about? Like up right there? And I just went up too far for no fucking reason. 96669. Hold on. How am I supposed to read that? Give me a fucking flashlight game. I really want to play. I could get out my Polymega and play it that way, or buy a copy on GOG. But I've been thinking about Breath of Wild 4. Not Breath of Wild 4, Breath of Fire 4, which I've always really, really loved. But I never did finish it. What was it, 96669? Let me hold this fucking candle. Stupid ass game. Give me a gun. I saw a gun in the fucking screenshots and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get a gun. I hope I get the gun soon. That's all I want. I can't jump on this box and then get up to that fucking... It feels like this is where it wants me to go. Doesn't it seem like it's trying to guide me? There we go. Jesus Christ. What are we... Is there something in my way, impeding my movement? No button is allowing me to crouch. There we go. Finally, you allow me to crouch with the B button. You weren't doing it before. I cannot believe there's still no way for this. Like, how are we still not giving me a way to fucking... see in the dark? We won't jump into another survival horror game after this. We'll go with the stunt flyer thing. Are we finally gonna have something that kills me? Cool. Nice. Have you played a lot of original Xbox era games? The highlight for me, I mean, National Republic is big, but the highlight for me would be also on PC, obviously, but Chronicles of Riddick. I think that would be the #1 game I'd recommend. I really want to go back to that one. It would be that and Deus Ex Invisible War, which I'm a big fan and supporter of. A lot of people don't like that game, but I love Deus Ex Invisible War. I finally have
Look dangerous.
a flashlight.
Avoid them when I'm unarmed.
All right, let's get killed by this thing, and then call it. How's it gonna kill me? This is the way you kill me? It's like a little punchy jabs. I thought it'd be scarier. Yeah, there's not too much, especially since a lot of games were also, I mean, part of the appeal of it was the PC ports. So you would get a lot of PC games on console through Xbox that you wouldn't get other places, like Deus Ex Invisible War, Morrowind, Knights of the Old Republic, Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. Sure, there are other examples too, but those are the ones that immediately come to mind. All right, well, that was Gore Doctor. Now for a wild change of pace, I think we'll go with Stunt Flyer. Yeah, the PS... What do you say of the home consoles? The PS3 has the I mean, there's plenty of PS2 stuff. Yeah. I think of a lot of PS3 things as being locked. Xbox 360 did good, or Xbox did good for a while with the backward compatibility. Start a mission, fly through one of the reading codes. Let's see if I've tried it yet. Beam in the sky. But yeah, like the Resistance games, I think of something like 3D Dot Heroes, which people love. The Motorstorm games, I would love some modern version of those. Way to play those. So is this a Pilot Wings? Like, basically? I've never played Pilot Wings. Is that what this is trying to do? Baron Snoopy games. I can see that. The aesthetic has that vibe. You're in a Red Baron-esque kind of plane. I'm gonna be honest. After the last two games I played, you know what? This is kind of nice. Super basic, but whatever. It controls how you'd expect to control, so can't complain. and it's bright, it's not fucking dark as shit. And I like lo-fi aesthetics like this. I don't mind it. Is there a... I can do a barrel roll. You want me to fire? I don't know how to fire. Okay, that's the fire button. I was a little surprised that the game just throws you into it. It's just like, here, you loaded the game, you launched it, now you're just right in the middle of things. No tutorial or anything like that. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the blue bar. Oh, look at me. Oh, he's so angry at me. Calm down. This mission doesn't feel that great. I really want to know what's going on with Cerebon. I wish we'd get a statement from her. She did put out something? Was it just something along the lines of, you know, I'm proud of the work I did there and proud of the people I work with and blah, blah, blah. Moving on to the next step of my life. This is another reason to do what you're doing, though. Going back and playing old games. And reminding yourself of when the industry was enjoyable. Because it's really hard to be excited about this industry. Just across the board. I mean, you've got Xbox doing what the fuck they're doing. Sony getting to just kind of glide along because of what Xbox has been doing. Nintendo is losing its mind over pricing. How do you feel? This is what I wanted to ask you. I just remembered. How does the Pokemon Game Boy Advance pricing feel for you compared to the Super Mario Galaxy Wii pricing? How do you feel for $20 for a Game Boy Advance game versus the $40 or $70 for the pair for some Wii games. And we're not even counting the fact that if you want to get them in multiple languages, your total will be $120. That's my understanding as well. So how do you feel about $20 for them each? Not $20 for the pair. No discount for both. 2 for $30 wouldn't be bad. Like, to me, $15 a piece kind of is what I would expect. $20 a piece is a bit more than I would like. And also just the language separation to me is incredibly weird. That is where you get into its insane decision territory. Is it so different that I don't know. I don't know how it works. I mean, to me, that makes it seem like, well, that's not how they originally worked, and we are just, these are literally just ROMs ripped from the thing. We're not doing any work. So in order to have all these languages available, we have to sell them separately because fuck, you expecting us to make it work? Modernize it a little bit? Fucking absolutely not. Just give us $120. Like, that's the kind of shit that makes me so annoyed with Nintendo. And then Sony, to me, is just like, well, they've been able to be so complacent because Xbox is fucking fucked up so bad. Also, as a comparison to, or a point of comparison, on the PlayStation side, you have PS2 games. I don't know if this is the universal thing, but I look at something like the Sly games. If you want to buy those, $10 a piece. There's no way they would charge 10. I mean, that's just because of Nintendo, like we're talking about, but that would make sense. Like a GameCube game would be $10 in that sense. Like you put out Super Smash Brothers Melee for $10. There's no way Nintendo would ever do that. I mean, as evident by how much they're charging for a pair of Wii games. But I also think, like I said in the Discord, it would never ever happen. Can you imagine how many copies of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green would sell if they just made them available everywhere? And you think to yourself, well, why would they ever do that? It's like, no one is buying a Switch or a Switch 2 so that they can buy Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. No one is doing that. So it's not a system seller. And people will still buy it on Switch because that feels like the right place for it. But if I could play that on my Xbox, I would buy it day one and then play it. Because it would be, one, the weirdness of being able to do that, but also that's just where I like to play games. And if I want to play them handheld, guess what? I'm just going to emulate them. It's shit like this that makes me want to emulate Nintendo games. It's like, what are you doing? Why do you have to be so weird about this shit? I like being able to purchase a game as opposed to being it or having it locked behind NSO. I love that. But why are they $20 a piece? Why is there no discount for buying both? Because most people would like to buy both, I'm sure. Phones would be huge. I'm probably overestimating, but I feel like you put this out there on every platform at the same price, $20. You're selling 10 million copies in the first week, if not the first fucking day. Probably a gross overestimation, but yeah, it's for me. Exactly. I think a certain group of kids could like it. Not, you're like teenagers, no. But I think you could get an 8-year-old in that kind of age range into it. But that's probably part of why they price these games that way too, Conan, is that obviously Super Mario Galaxy, that collection, these games are speaking to you and me and people our age who have money, who have disposable income, and they're like, well, these people can afford to pay these prices for these games, and guess what? They love Nintendo so much that they're going to pay those prices. So we can just do whatever we want. And what sucks is they're right. Because I'm going to fucking buy these things on Switch probably. I'm not in a rush. I will get them eventually. This game seems alright. But I got a general idea of how it works, and we got the gist of it. Let's see what else there is. Let's check out this puzzle game. What's the youngest IP they've brought? Youngest skewing IP they brought into Magic? Is it Stranger Things? But that was also not a full. That wasn't a full deck. That was one of those what secret level things or something. So it's just kind of like, hey, we made 9 cards or something. It's not really something you're playing with. It's more just for collecting purposes. Yeah, Avatar's old at this point. I mean, it's made for a younger audience, and they've aged, and also old people got onto that show and they're like, hey, this is actually good. Did Avatar get a full set, a real set, or was it another like secret level, just a small thing? So what they did that with Stranger Things. They did that with The Last of Us, or just I thought they did that with Sony in general, right? Where they had like, here's some Last of Us ones, here's some God of War things. The Star Trek stuff is going to be a full set, yes? What full sets have they gotten? The Lord of the Rings, was that a full set? Or was that another kind of small thing? Because you have the Ninja Turtles, you have Avatar, Final Fantasy. Alright, so those are the ones, yeah. Alright, let's see, what is this? I just pressed A twice there. I pressed A 4 times there. I don't understand this puzzle. I don't understand these puzzles right now. I just pressed it 3 times there. Okay, so I guess there's an order of operations. Now I get it. Now it's just an order of operations puzzle game. Turtles is not a full set, really. They put out so many things from what I could see. I'm surprised that isn't a full set. I mean, that's a lot for not a, like, what is a full set then? How many cards is a full set? Holy shit. And something like that, the Ninja Turtles thing, for instance, there is no easy, simple way to get all of them, right? There's no way that I could just buy, like, there's the complete set or some other bullshit. Or something that, okay, where I could get all of the normal cards, because maybe they're like holographics and limited things that are just random, and maybe you'll find them, maybe you won't. But if I just wanted the core set of cards, excluding any kind of limited things, there's no easy way. Like, here, you buy this $200 set, you get all the cards, you'll get one rare one, but fucking who knows about other rare fucking holographic foil, this fucking whatever. Yeah, third parties for sure, and I'm sure that would cost a fucking stupid amount of money. This seems okay so far, this puzzle game. I can't remember. Do you play any of the Cult-Sip games? Because that would definitely be something to try out. I know they did, I think 3DS versions, maybe 2DS or DS versions as well. Yeah, fuck that up. Oh, I assumed it was the one thing. No. Ugh, I thought I was on the other one. $2026 on Marvel Hobbit. Oh God, Hobbit. Marvel's also whatever. Ugh. That doesn't surprise me. Like you said, Magic is an older skewing thing, and those are older skewing fan bases. So there is that collision. I like what I've seen of those things. I've seen some of the Final Fantasy. I have not seen any of the Avatar cards, I don't think. I didn't even realize that was a thing, let alone a full set for that series. But I've seen a lot of the Final Fantasy ones, and I like Magic card art. If I wanted to find another place to burn money, I'd do it, but I have enough avenues for wasting money. I don't need to add Magic cards to that. And obviously, if the turtles couldn't push me over the edge, nothing will. What I would love, though, I would like more of the smaller things. And I don't know if those are easy to get all of them, like the Stranger Things shit. But if I could get, like, if they did like a 12 card set of Metal Gear themed ones, I'd do it. Death Stranding, give me some Kojima bullshit. What does that mean? What is this? What is this? Oh, okay. It's a little weird that you can reuse it. I know I've asked this, and I think you've been here when I've asked it, but I don't know if you've ever responded or I just missed it. What are some of your go-to, it wouldn't be cheat foods for you, but some of your favorite foods to eat? Whether it be a type of food or a specific fast food place, restaurant. Obviously, I've talked about how I love sausage biscuits with egg from McDonald's, and I love Italian sausage from good places. Buffalo chicken Wild Wings, Buffalo Wild Wings. What is buffalo chicken just the form of seasoning on the breading? Is it just like a sauce, a specific type of flavoring? The hot sauce? I don't think I've ever had it. I don't have the most diverse hot sauce palette. The only hot sauce I've really had is... what is it? What is the name of this company? I want to find them now. It's supposed to be decently hot, but I didn't think it was all that hot. They were, I think they sold them at Whole Market, so maybe I'll find them here. Can I find this? I do want to try that Da Bomb sauce. I really want to try it just out of curiosity. I know I never will, though. I sure would love it, though. But I don't know. I'm never going to find this. I think it might start with a B or something. They were on Hot Ones for some point. Hot Ones sauces. I know they do. They have the packs of like every year, every season up to a certain point. That's season 10. Season 29. Oh my god. I'll be able to recognize the label. I give up. Buffalo chicken pizza or even buffalo pretzels. Pretzel sounds good. Is buffalo chicken pizza where instead of the tomato sauce they put on the hot sauce, the buffalo sauce, and then chicken? Because those aren't bad. Those chicken pizzas that are more bespoke in that sense, I guess. I think we have a general idea of what this game is, though. Seems all right. We unlock 20 achievements. Is it just an achievement per level? It is. Oh, fucking I love you. 97 achievements for 97 levels, or no. They finally, you know, after getting to level 90, they're then like, you know what, for the last few, we're gonna do it in every 10 increments. Fucking assholes. Let's see, which one do we want to... Let's do some bus whirling. Wasn't expecting to see it by some like volcano shit. The full WB and Cartoon Network library that will begin streaming March 1st on Tubi. Jiminy Christmas. I hope that just means that you are free to stream this stuff when you want. Because I was excited about when they said all the Pokemon seasons, everything's going to be on the Pokemon channel on Pluto TV, but it's just a channel that is playing them when it plays them. You can't, there's no on-demand aspect there. Which is completely deflated that excitement. What's happening? Chernobyl. The first anime I saw was... I mean, I feel like it probably was Pokemon. If it wasn't Pokemon, maybe some Macross Robotech thing. Potentially an episode of Dragon Ball here or there or something. I guess, yeah, Little Nemo is an anime. I love Little Nemo. That could be it. It's hard to remember because they're just all very sporadic and just kind of random. The intent wasn't there until probably Pokemon. I would say that Pokemon is the first anime I watched where I was like, you know, I was watching it with intent on the schedule and all that. I wasn't born yet.
Внимание, внимание. Внимание, внимание. Уважаемые товарищи, городской совет народных депутатов сообщает, что в связи с аварией на Чернобыльской атомной электростанции в городе Припяти складывается неблагоприятная радиационная обстановка. Партийными и советскими органами, воинскими частями принимаются необходимые меры. Однако, с целью обеспечения полной безопасности людей
Your bunk bed was full of books and they would fall on my brother. James. Man, I always thought bunk beds were so cool. I wanted a bunk bed so bad. This is exactly as rough as you think it is. I'm not expecting this to last long. Well, that sucks. My brother at least let me use his NES. You mentioned Urban Champions earlier, a game I loved from the PlayStation 1 era that no one remembers, and it's not actually that good of a game, I don't think, is Urban Chaos. It plays this young black lady cop, and it's kind of like this small, very, very small open world type of thing with things for you to do. I think I played a bit of it when I was doing the Poly Mega stream a long time ago, and I had to do like a driving test tutorial, and it was a fucking nightmare. So that was rough. Another game I loved on PC is I had the shareware, freeware version of Tech War. What's his fucking name? William Shatner's Tech War. I played the opening of that game so many times. On the subway station, you go in the bathroom. I think you killed the dude in the bathroom. And I just played that part of the game over and over and over again. I don't know why. I think it's definitely not just a game series. It was never a TV show, so a book is the only real other option for where it could exist. There's also just something magical about being able to play a game anywhere. Like, there's something so cool about having a Game Boy. It's like, I can play Pokemon at home, at school during lunch, when I'm in the car on the way to school, when we're doing this, when we're like, I could just play this game whenever. There's something super special about that. And also back when portables were actually pocketable. I mean, you're not putting a fucking Steam Deck or a Switch in your pocket. Handhelds are now handhelds. They're not portable. Portable devices no longer exist. Outside of something like on the emulation side of things and all that. So you look at your analog pocket, the Thor. Well, I don't know how big the Thor is. That might be pushing it. That might be like 3DS XL size, which is getting to the point where it's like, oh, I mean, depending on how big of a person you are and what kind of pants you're wearing, it's pocketable. And obviously, the big innovation came with the Game Boy Advance SP, where we finally got a backlight. Before that, playing in the dark was a problem. I had one of those clip-on magnifying glass / light attachments. It's like a pink, purplish, translucent one. I think I may have taken I probably took it and was playing a lot of Game Boy Color when I visited my brother in England in like 2000-ish, whenever it was around 2000. I just remember being on the plane with the magnifying glass and the light. God, I love Pokemon. I love old Pokemon. Part of why I'm excited about the Fire Red stuff. Wish it was priced differently, but like it existing at all. How do I just, can I just like, yeah, no route. And that's all I had too. I don't know about you, but for at least Game Boy and Game Boy Color, all I ever had was Pokemon. I had no other game. And then when I got an Advance, all I had was Pokemon, the various Pokemon games, and then I would have also eventually Metroid Fusion, just that, and then Aria of Sorrow, and I know I had the original Zelda, that thing they did, those $20 things they did. I mean, even back then you look at it and think like, well, you're charging me $20 to just get this ROM of an NES game, okay. And I had the Super Mario Advance 3, Super Mario Brothers 2. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of games back in the day. Couldn't afford it. A lot of my games would come from Blockbuster, where they would have their used games, labels all over them, no packaging of any kind. I had Resident Evil 2 for PlayStation 1, but it was just the Leon disc. You want in? I don't know if I'm technically at a bus stop. I mean, you're already inside of me, dude with the hard hat. I hit that card so hard, it disappeared. I think we're done with this game. Oh, this is just an incredibly rough type of simulator thing. Go to our other survival horror type thing. This huge series that has had 8 games. Maybe they're already on number 9 at this point. It's a series. Well, there's also been a prequel, so I guess technically 9 games, I think. That one might be 0. I can't remember. But it's about a father trying to find their kid who was kidnapped from kindergarten or something. That's where the garden comes from. You know, kindergarten. I think there's some alright stuff in this game, but I believe this is the series that has this drone aspect to them that plays like shit. I hate it. They always start with this too, that line. For a parent looking to save their child's time is a delicate matter. Were all the employees there mad?
Rise and shine, you disgusting little thing. Of all the units you could have been placed in, you just had to come where I was stationed. I can't even stand to look at you. Open it up! Head downstairs to where the line is and make no sudden moves. I'm watching you.
Jeepers. What was the population of the town you grew up in?
Il n'y a rien à voir ici, madame. Bougez de là.
Why don't you speak in English? When I played these games, because I've played quite a few of them, I'm just like, what actually is going on with the stories of it? Like, it's so... all of this, like I feel like if you're into them, the lore has to be somewhat interesting.
Pick up that can.
No. I don't want to. Caution. I want to hit the caution button.
I'll throw it away back there.
Make me. I'm surprised you had no restaurants or anything, because the town where I moved to when my mom was like, I want to go to a small town, Galena, Illinois. They just have the one street, Main Street, a town of like 3,600, which includes, I think, the seasonal people. The people who only live there during the summer. There are multiple restaurants and all that. So it seems crazy to me that a town of 10,000 or well, less than 10,000 would have less than a town of 3,600. A Dunkin' Donuts? Well, I mean, that's something. Are you a fan of Dunkin' Donuts? Said this before. I don't like this. I don't like invisible walls. I hate this immediately. This is bullshit. There's clearly nothing preventing me from walking here other than an invisible wall. And I hate that. Just put a fucking fence here. Like, why is there just not a fence here that I can't walk over? I love the chocolate frosted munchkins. I've thought about actually getting those as one of my little like treat things that I'm doing now. I really would love to know why some speak in English and some don't. It's like we only had this many English voice actors, so we don't want to keep reusing them, and we did this.
Weź swoją kartę i przejdź na miejsce pracy. Mam nadzieję, że zaharują cię na śmierć.
Wow, you're just as ugly in the pictures. But that's on me. What did I really expect from a human? Head right in and the supervisor will fill you in on what needs to be done.
Oh, it's you. Look at where your antics have landed us both. You fool. I'm never reaching the beach now. You're never seeing your children again.
Allez, assez discuté, au travail!
This is all your fault. The surgeon runs everything now.
I've never seen Titan AE. It's supposed to be good, right? That has a decent fandom, I think. Or am I thinking of Atlantis? It's one of those fucking things.
Ah, l'humain. Quoi? Tu vas rester planté là et essayer de te faire un pote? Prends une pioche et au boulot!
I mean, this has to be French, right? What he just, like, that sounds French. This just sounds French. I'm back to fucking playing Stardew. What are we doing? I thought I was over with this shit. I'm just Stardewing it up again. Can I destroy yours? No. That's a pretty stacked cast. I don't know if you had to add Jim Brewer there on at the end, though. I think you could have left that one off. Maybe that's why that one's in fucking lowercase. All I remember about Jim Brewer is he had that goat character from Saturday Night Live. Oh yeah, I guess from Half Baked. Who's the other guy? Who's the other guy in that movie that had a moment? He starred in that movie Rocket Man, not the more recent one about Elton John, but the one where he's like a dumbass who gets sent into space. Oh, I talk like this, some shit like that. Harlan Williams.
Ça ira pour aujourd'hui. J'ai été sympa parce que c'est ton premier jour. Demain, ça sera au moins le double.
How can I do double the work? I did everything, you fucking asshole.
Ici demain à la même heure, hein. Et après-demain, et le jour suivant, et tous les jours. Rends ce papier et retourne te coucher.
This is the weird thing about the series, that there's plenty of stuff that's not just... I feel like maybe as it's gotten deeper in with these things, it's not just a straight survival horror type thing. Man, I don't remember which cell is mine. The fuck's going on here? There's a bowling pin. These are the kind of things that I think about when I think about the teams designing these games. Like, who decided to just put a bowling pin in a random cell? Like, what is this some lore thing? Like, what is the purpose of this? What is the point of this? More bowling pins. Jesus Christ, what the fuck are we doing? Is this my cell? Probably not. Is my cell in this fucking building? I don't fucking remember where I came from. That'll be on the trickier side since I don't own Titan A. I mean, I can't acquire a copy, I guess. It for sure came out on Blu-ray. I'm almost 99.9% sure.
Hey tú, no entres todavía. El jefe quiere hablar contigo. Acompáñame.
Is Jackie Chan your favorite martial artist?
Muéstrate respetuoso ahí dentro o tendrás que vértelas conmigo.
Because I've watched some more of his stuff and also some Jet Li things, and I always knew this, but I've cemented the fact that for me, Jet Li is my favorite. All right, Titan AE never did come out on Blu-ray. I'm surprised by that. I could have sworn that I've seen its poster art, and not on Blu-ray in other territories either. Interesting. Who has this now? Who owns this IP in this movie? Is it a Fox movie that now Disney owns? Above Seagal? Yeah, above Seagal for sure. You know who'd be low for me though is Bruce Lee. I think Bruce Lee is incredibly overrated. And I am counting it just in terms of like entertainment factor, not who would win in a fight. I don't give a shit about that. Whose movies do I enjoy most and has fights and shit like that I enjoy. Jet Li's number one. It might be Jet Li, Jackie Chan, then Van Damme. I could throw Van Damme above Jackie though, because I do enjoy more. I'm pretty sure if I looked at everything, I enjoy more. It'll be tough. Van Damme over Jackie, because Jackie's done a lot of shit, and he's not good with humor. Like he's good at being like a charming whatever dude, but he's not good at when he's done these like more slapsticky, broad humor things. And he's not good at drama. I just can't. I struggle believing him in more dramatic roles. I think he's good when things turn a bit dramatic, like Police Story 1, when he is suspected of being a dirty cop. That transition works. Mark Dacascos is definitely up there. He's maybe a top 5 for me. I love a lot of his movies. You've got Only the Strong. You've got Drive. You've got, oh, what is it called? But he's done a lot of things that obviously just aren't mainstream things people know about, but he's a very entertaining leading man. I feel like Mark Dacascos owes a lot. Why he started before him though, but I feel like his career exists because Brandon Lee died. Because they kind of have a similar look, and I just feel like he's the surrogate Brandon Lee. Chuck Norris can get fucked. I can't abide by that, even ironically. I would 1,000,000% rather watch fucking Seagal. Donnie Yen is another one up there.
If it isn't Syringe's puppet, the provoker of gorillas, The survival of impossible odds. Half
Fuck
of
am
my
I looking
life
at?
is still in number because of you and your doing.
This series is so weird.
You when I had my chance. But what I
This character's name is Sir
now,
Dadadu. Sir Dadadu.
You remind me of myself. We have both done all the dirty work for sleep.
I guess Snipes would count.
To be played for fools in the end.
I mean that's getting into weirder territory. I think you have the weird kind of like in between people like Snipes, Jason Statham, even Keanu Reeves, kind of with the Matrix and shit. If you look at Keanu Reeves, he did the Matrix movies that have their martial arts aspect to them. John Wick has the hand-to-hand nature to like the more close quarters combat. He's also done stuff like what? He did that 47 Ronin that might have martial arts. It might just be all sword play. I don't know. I've never seen it. I'm sure he's done other little things here and there. Definitely borderline the bubble space.
Sigue el plan, ¿ok?
I'm sorry, but I wasn't listening to any of this. Michelle Yeoh, yeah, I'm definitely being very sexist right now. Not even thinking about those. I love her. I think it was her. I think they did Police. I think Police Story 3 is the one they did together. Super Cop. That movie is so good. They are so good together. Her and Jackie. It's a shame they never worked together ever again. I like Yes, Madam. I mean, she's another option too, Cynthia Rothrock, but I'm not as hot on her. I've enjoyed some of her movies. I think Lady Reporter is the one I like most. Lady Reporter, aka what the hell is it? I don't think Lady Reporter is less mad in it. It's just like Cynthia Rock, she's done some enjoyable things. Blonde Fury, that's the other name of Lady Reporter. You got Righting Wrongs, which I remember being enjoyable. I still have to rewatch that one. But like her, oh God, what are they called? What are those two movies? China O'Brien. Bit underwhelmed by those. Magic Crystal's not too bad. A really good one, I believe, yeah, Michelle Yeoh is in it. What is it called? Let me look. It also has that actor from, I think he might be in the most recent version of that, the Shogun show, based on that Jim, whatever that fucking book series is. But he was also the father in the Wolverine, and he was the second in command in The Last Samurai. An actor whose face you know, who I think is fantastic. Royal Warriors. Yeah, Royal Warriors is very good. If you've not seen Royal Warriors, I highly recommend that. It's got a good vibe too, kind of a Miami Vice type of thing going on. But it's her, Michael Wong, and then the guy I'm talking about, Hiroyuki Sanada. Really good movie. That series is pretty solid. There are 3 of them. The second one I think is the weakest, and then the third one. I mean, Yes, Madam. Oh, is that part of that series technically, or is it Tiger Cage? Is it a Tiger Cage series? I get confused with this stuff. It might be the Tiger Cage series that movie's technically from, but all on Plex. Lots of, I mean, if you want martial arts movies, go on Plex. I've got so many on there. So many Shaw Brothers stuff. I would say that there's probably a good 200 plus movies on there that are in that space, if not 300 plus. I love that. I love those movies. Oh, and of course, Tomorrow Never Dies. We all know that. That is my favorite. That is my favorite Bond movie, and it always will be. I would say Casino Royale is the best. Tomorrow Never Dies is my favorite. And I have plenty of martial arts things that I will be adding at some point. I just have to get around to it.
Well.
Things that I haven't like taken the time to add.
You warden, you cockroaches. You thought you could just simply escape my prison, didn't you?
I'm pretty sure this guy used to be my friend,
The law for all
the sheriff.
my life, you fools. And as such, I know my way around criminals a little too well. They say everyone has a price. The price of your friend here just happens to be a strawberry.
A couple new to me Jet Li movies I watched recently that I highly recommend if you've not seen them. The Enforcer, which is also known as My Father is a Hero, but I think the main title is The Enforcer. And Fist of Legend, which I guess is a remake of, I don't know, Fist of Fury or something by Bruce Lee. I thought both were fantastic.
Now justice will be
Again on Plex.
And to repurposing they go. Now I'll do what I should have done from the beginning. It ain't bringing anybody back from the dead, but at least I'll be satisfied. What the?
It almost sounds like Terminator music. Is it so, like, I have to just applaud the ridiculous nature of this series. And the fact that they're on to number 8 at this point, potentially number 9 on PC. It's just like, how are we? It's a series about a father trying to find his kindergarten age kid. Like how, like, what is going on with this thing? And I'm assuming that what we have to blame for all of these games, these like short, weird lore building, survival horror type whatever, is Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm assuming that's the catalyst for all this shit. If you made a list of the top 10 most influential games of all time, would Five Nights at Freddy's be in that top 10? I'm trying to think of what would be in there. You got Dark Souls. I mean, one or two of the Marios. I don't know if you would bother putting a 2D one on there. You just maybe put 64. Or I don't know. One of the Zeldas, maybe two. Hey, living large, how are you doing? How has your day been? Enjoying all that sushi and other stuff? I saw the picture. Would you put it on Grand Theft Auto 3 for open world? I mean, open world modern setting type games? Because I feel like that is different than what you look at as something like a Morrowind. Would you pick Minecraft as the popularizer of tree punchers? That solid survival thing. Another invisible wall. I hate this. I don't remember the other games having invisible walls that are this egregious. Not a fan. I don't think Hollow Knight's very influential. World of Warcraft, yeah. But would you say World of Warcraft, or would you go back and say something like EverQuest or something even maybe older? Why doesn't it want to open?
Who are you? Are you it? I thought 17 was the seeker. Are you even
Playing hide and go
with
seek?
us? Too bad
What was
for
the
you.
question?
This
Top
spot is
10 most
already
influential
taken.
games of all time.
Wait, someone's coming. They're gonna get my hiding spot away. Close the door and hide.
I mean, Shenmue... Has Shenmue influenced anything, or did it just turn into Yakuza? I wouldn't put Hollow Knight in the top 50, I don't think, of influential games. I don't feel like Hollow Knight, to my knowledge, Hollow Knight didn't introduce any kind of system or anything. It's not like there's no Hollow Knight likes. It's like a Hollow Knight is just like a fucking what, a 2D side-scrolling Souls like, maybe with a mixture of Metroidvania. It's like, okay, what, like that means like Super Metroid is influential and Dark Souls is influential. I saw that. I remember something about Kingdom Come Deliverance too, but that might be a completely different story. What am I doing with this dude? Hide under the table. Okay. I don't know why I'm still playing this. Did I say Metal Gear Solid? No. I don't know if Metal Gear Solid is influential though. What games went on to copy Metal Gear Solid? We're talking about top 10 all time that have gone on to create dozens, if not hundreds, of copycats. There are so many Souls likes and whatnot.
I'm glad to see you're okay.
And I know roguelike comes from Rogue, but I don't. The thing about that is nobody thinks, when you think of Souls like, you definitely go back and you think about Dark Souls. When you say roguelike, nobody's like, oh, remember Rogue? No one thinks of Rogue. So what would actually be the like, would you say Rogue Legacy maybe? Really got people on the Rogue things?
I'm here to pick up an old friend of mine that the surgeon says we need. He seemed to know what he's doing, so I volunteered.
Why are you talking to the back of me, dude?
You should come with us. We'll be safe back in his office. Do you mind getting that other door for me?
Wait, is this like is this the main character? I don't know if I've ever met this dude. Bon Bon? Everything on PS1?
It's time to go, old friend. If I
Wow.
had known you were here this entire time, I would have come down sooner.
I don't know if anything on PS1 was influential.
6? It's really you.
6? What do you mean?
Now is not the time for joke 6. Hide and seek.
Because you can't give it to Symphony of the Night.
Are you gonna tell 17?
Sure, I mean, maybe you want to give it a partnership thing with Super Metroid and Symphony of the Night. Is being like, here we go. This is what, I mean, because the genre is a dual name genre. And here's another thing. I hate when people are like, no, I'm not going to call it Metroidvanias. I don't like that. I'm going to call it whatever. Search action? Is that what the fucking thing is? Fuck search action. If you use search action, over Metroidvania, you better not use Souls-like or roguelike, because that's the same fucking thing. What is a Souls-like if it's not a Souls-like? Because if search action is what, like, fucking tell me other something. It's like fucking death recycle, fucking campfire, collect your, like, give me a fucking name for it then, you stupid motherfucker. Stop being a fucking little stupid idiot. PUBG for sure, yeah. That is, you know, because again, it's not about being the first, it's about being the one thing people think about. And PUBG is for sure what is the first battle royale. Like, when you think about battle royale and what started it, what popularized it, it's for sure PUBG. That would definitely be in the top 10. Was a lot of PS1 stuff kicked into gear by Metal Gear? Like what? Tell me what? I can't think of anything that, like, I don't think of anything as being like, oh yeah, this feels like it was inspired by Metal Gear Solid. I see the roots of it. Like, I can't think of anything.
The surgeon told me all sorts of crazy things that happened while I was gone. You teaming up with the surgeon to fight Sir Dodadu using Josh. Sounds like something straight out of a dream. Did that really happen? Or even are both of them now? I've never had so many questions that needed answering before. The sooner we arrive at our station, the sooner I can get.
Didn't Final Fantasy VII? I'm okay. I thought you were replying to Live and Large, going, because I'm like, didn't Final Fantasy VII come out before Metal Gear Solid?
Why'd the train stop?
Because yeah, I would definitely say Final Fantasy could have that. I mean, that was cinematic before Metal Gear was, but also on the turn-based side of things and shit like that. Tomb Raider, maybe, I don't know. I forget, like, potentially. I had a train of thought that I lost now. I don't remember what it was anymore. What is it? Siphon filter, absolutely not.
That sounds an awful lot like you. But why? I thought you were working.
I mean,
we can't have you come with us.
Kind of. Not exactly, and that's also, I mean, that's not good. They influenced a fucking series that no one thinks about or cares about. Doesn't make it a top 10 most influential game by any means. No one is making Metal Gear games now.
We can then use all of the equipment there to secretly locate your children without the surgeon knowing. Does that sound like a plan? Just make your way through the clinic.
Splinter Cell, kind of, but you could also say Splinter Cell the fucking Tenchu like. Just fucking with spy shit instead. Yeah, Doom.
Take this. You're gonna need it.
What RTS? Would you say would it be StarCraft? Is the one that really got that genre going? Gotta be something there. One of those games, whatever game it is. It's not about being first. It's about being the game that people think about as influential. Being first means jack shit. I guess it is a dead genre. You think of Wolfenstein? I don't think most people do. I don't think of Wolfenstein.
Good luck.
I mean, you can like it more than Doom, but it's not about which one you like more. It's about which one is the more influential one, the one people think about. And like Conan says, for the longest time they're called Doom clones, not Wolfenstein clones. I'm not trying to like shit over everything you I feel bad because I just feel like everything you say I'm just shitting all over. Like, hey, welcome to the stream. You have things to say? Just all over it. No flashlight. I can't. You won't let me interact with them. I'm trying to remember what the hell my fucking train of thought was.
Hey there, Dr. Uthman. I'm the Bitter Giggle assistant. How are you doing on this fine day? I'm detecting that the last doctor to clock in did so.
Oh yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Like,
which means there's sure to be a backlog.
for survival horror games, what would we go with? Resident Evil? Again, not the first, but is that the one we would say popularized it? Because what is the one that came before that you would say? Alone in the Dark? Of that nature? I think that predates it. But obviously no one's gonna say Alone in the Dark.
Where do I even begin? I'm detecting a lot of abnormalities.
Clock tower.
None of your body parts are particularly healthy, but most importantly, I'm detecting significant damage to your skull, possibly due to blunt force. Did someone hit you over the head recently? Then there's your right arm. Have you been holding something for an extreme?
Would we say Street Fighter 2 for fighting games?
That arm. I'm also detecting significant damage to both of your legs. Have you fallen from a large distance recently?
I just remembered or realized we've ignored that genre.
I can check on you. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not detecting our primary doctor or any human doctors on the premises currently. But you might just be in luck. Our makeshift doctor is indeed here. But before you head on inside, I'm obligated to give you a special tool.
Is this the fucking... What are we doing? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Is this the fucking goddamn stupid drone stupid shit?
Humans and non-humans. So all humans on the premises are required to keep this remote handy at all times. It acts both as your key to accessing certain rooms, as well as a deliverer of non-lethal electric shocks. At a time, the remote can hold charges of a singular color, which would allow you to access rooms that require a charge of said certain color. You may also combine colors of charges to create new colors. For example, a red charge and a blue charge make a purple charge. Let's give it a try. See those panels behind you? The charging stations on the floor allow you to receive a colored charge, which you can then exert onto the hanging panels.
Why are you so quiet now?
Feel free to stare at it for as long as you like. Head on inside and the makeshift doctor will see you right away. Also, if you find any patient modules inside and would like to view them, feel free to bring them back to me and I'll show you its content.
I wish Shadows of Mordor was one of the most influential games. I think we've had enough of this game, though. Not home. We don't want to go home. We want to go here. We played this. We played this. Here's one. Some platformer. I guess maybe a game for the character action thing. It doesn't feel like the most popular genre, but I wonder what the instigator with that for that would be. I think something like Ninja Gaiden Black, but I don't know if that would be big enough. What do you say, Devil May Cry? I mean, Brew would for sure say Devil May Cry. That's not a bad pick. But again, I don't know if it's really that popular. Like, it just doesn't feel like a genre that is that it's ever been like that big. Am I in control? Like, what are we? Oh, yeah, I am in control. It's a D-pad only game, no analog stick controls. Wait, is this one of those? What is that? There's like those things where you're like trying to ascend the tower, because I hold the button and it gives me a longer jump. There was like a popular game like this that came out. It was a big like streamer game. And the whole thing is like, well, you fuck up, then you're all the way back down the bottom. You gotta start all over. Like that. I mean, this seems all right. That's not what I want to do. All right, well, I'm good here. We know what this game is. I don't really want to do it. I'm not in the mood for fucking a thing like that. Seemed all right. So what we have left is this and this. I don't remember what kind of game this is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Another question. What game series with at least 10 games in it, I guess, would maybe be the minimum requirement, has the most good games, the most consistent quality? Maybe even push it up to like 15 or something to try and limit the options. That's why I'm trying to exclude Metal Gear, because I don't want Metal Gear to be an option. As I'm like, well, 10 games, that still counts Metal Gear, wouldn't it be? Because you got Metal Gear 1 and 2, Metal Gear Solid 1 through 5, that's 7 games. Then you got Peace Walker, Portable Ops, both Acid games, Ground Zeroes. If we say 15, does it exclude it? Because you also have Survivor. If you want to include that. Do you want to include Revengeance as well? We're getting close to 15. They've left 20 games at least. What series of 20 games or more? Because then we get Final Fantasy. Are there 20 Resident Evil games? There have to be, yeah. With like the first, like the light gun things. There were 2 Revelation games. You had 2 Outbreak games. There has to be. Have there been 20 Zeldas though? I don't think so. That seems insane. Maybe the handheld ones, because yeah, I have no frame of reference for handheld Zeldas. And then I guess you also have things like Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, I don't know. Tank controls. Those definitely count. I mean, we're not counting mainline games in this. It's just like a series. Because if we count mainline games, then stuff like the acid games wouldn't count for Metal Gear. Revengeance wouldn't count. Weird. Is this how tank controls work for like old Resident Evil games too? Maybe. A lot of footprints. Hey, is this the hooker? No, these are the 3 junkies. I guess Pokemon's in there. Pokemon definitely wouldn't be the one though. Definitely not a bunch of consistent quality games there. That's a lot of Zeldas. I mean, there's also like the CDI shit, and I mean, there's plenty of Zeldas. But then you have to ask yourself, what's the overall quality of all of them when you combine them all? That's a big dude. Kind of looks like he just wants to give me a hug. Oh. A lot of Street Fighters. A lot of Street Fighters. That's cool. Let's load woods because the houses. There's nothing to load, so I just started a new game. I don't think this is the one. I don't think this is the game. I asked the question too because I was just thinking to myself, you know what? Overall, I like most Resident Evil games. And even the bad ones that I have not played, I feel like I would probably like them well enough. I don't know, though. We have to be getting up there with Yakuza games. There might already be with some of the stuff that hasn't been like re-released yet, like Dead Souls, whatever. I think that was what the zombie one was called. And if you count, I don't know, if you want to be extra lenient or however you want to put it and include the 2 Judgment games, that might push you over the edge. Those might get you just over 20. I don't understand the discourse around Kiwami 3. I know a lot of people are disappointed with it for several reasons, but I could not believe the number of people are like, man, Kiwami 3 is so bad, I don't have any confidence in the Yakuza series. Like, all my confidence in RGG Studio is gone. It's like they made one game that, like, did people hate the fucking pirate one that just came out? It seemed like people enjoyed that. And the smaller ones before that, the offshoots, like the Gaiden things, the man with no name, people were like, oh, it's shorter on the side, so maybe it should have been a little cheaper or something. But I think people still enjoyed it. Not like I don't understand. How are we already at doom and gloom for the Yakuza series? And I guess part of it maybe is because they're looking at this as the new direction of the series as a whole. So like, oh, they're going to be moving the story in this way. Well, I don't know. It just seems a little odd to me. I don't really want to read all this. Man, this is a lot of shit. Did they delist a bunch of old games? I think they just maybe delisted 3. I know when they released, they did something where they delisted a game and the only way to get it was part of a bundle or something. I don't know if that was when they released the updated versions of Kiwami 1 and 2 or something. I already owned whatever was being delisted, so I didn't really fucking care. Is that delisted and you can only get it through? That seems weird. Why would you there's no way they delisted 0 in a way that you can't still purchase it. Oh, the director's cut. That's what it is. Because they put out the director's cut. And so the old version you would have to get as part of the bundle, I think, for that one specifically. I'm annoyed at the one dude. All right, cool. Well, I have no save, so I'm not doing all this shit again. Well, we're done with this game. I feel like it should be impossible to die in a game of this nature before you hit at least the first save spot. That's just me, though, maybe. I think that guy's picking his nose. 2 fingers to get up that giant nostril. What is the first visual novel? I feel like you have to give that maybe a top 10 spot in most influential as well. As much as it's not my genre, it's a genre that's persisted. It's still there. And obviously it comes in many shapes and sizes where you have straight visual novels, but then you have stuff like Phoenix Wright. Could you say Phoenix Wright maybe popularized that style of game? Maybe. I don't know. Thinking about it now. I feel like Phoenix Wright was the first one of that kind that I played. What if you're controlling a tank, Live and Large? Do you still not like tank controls? I like this. Like classic rogue style games. I love that style. Also things like Legends of Grimrock. I love this type of game. I love this style of play. What is that that's going down at the top? Is that my... your health is... Like, what is that? And then this is how we get into... Okay, Comet is this. Like a tattoo style. And that gives him super high. I should have put my dude in there. And then the mission would be that fucking great. Holy shit, the game is humongous. No way am I playing that. So I'll download this thing and check it out. What about this one? That's small. I think this is kind of a adventure game. Not point and click exactly, but in that vein.
Жил-был купец со своею женою, и была у него одна едина дочка, Василиса. Жили они ладно ты дружно. И усё бы хорошо, но горя нежданно пришла, заболела жена и умерла. А дочке Василисе 8 годков усего было. Погоревал купец, как и полагается, а что ж одному-то, да и женился на другой. По торговым делам надо было ему из дома отлучиться, да надолго. А мачеха-то, пока его нетути, решила от Василисы избавиться.
The look isn't terrible.
Василисе мать перед смертью куклу отдавала и приговаривала: береги ее всегда, никому не показывай, а когда беда случится... Села Василиса на камень около дороги и куклу достала. Стала ее кормить, а сама ей горится: ты, куколка, ешь, да про беду мою послухай. У батюшкином дому живу, а никакой радости. Злая мачеха хочет меня с белого света. Послала меня мачеха за огнем к бабе ее, а я боюсь, она меня съесть. Научи ты меня, милая, как мне быть. Глаза ее заблестели, как две свечи. «Не бойся, Василисушка», — говорит она, — «ступай, куды посылают, только меня держи всегда при себе. Пока я с тобою, ничего у бабы яги не случится». Василиса собралась, куклу свою у карман положила, да и пошла в дрямучий лес. Вышла Василиса на берег реки, широкой-приширокой, и слышь, говорит ей кукла: «Это водянихи камышами по ночам шатают сють. Коль тебе увидят, защекочут до смерти».
Dong, dong, dong. How are you doing, Jedi? How has your day been? Do you have any plans for the weekend as well? This is Vasilisa, and Baba Yaga. This is like the 7th or 8th game I've played tonight. work was annoying. That's unfortunate. I'm not really digging anything about the actual gameplay of this and what you're doing, but I do think it has a decent look. Kind of wood blocky, wood carving-ish. It's not a bad look. That's weird. Playing hide and go seek.
Вдруг как выскочил перед Василисою черт речной. Дорогу перегородил и, не давая дальше пройти, лапами Маша, зубами щелкая. Испужалась Василиса, а кукла ей говорить: речная нечисть тебе проходу не давая. Не горси, отпусти меня, я с ней справлюсь.
I was not expecting any of these bits. These more actiony bits. I thought this was just gonna be like a walking adventure type game. Point and click without the pointing and clicking. This is weird. I got a little dash. No plans for the weekend. I want to try and maybe do a lot of Duolingoing this weekend. But then also just kind of hang out, relax, watch some stuff, take it pretty easy. If I can, if nothing pops up and forces me to do something else. Maybe me and Living Large can play Split Fiction, start up Split Fiction, depending on what his schedule's like. I hate this. Fucking of course. Fuck. God damn it. Of course, this is gonna be the last direction I picked. Thank Christ that was the last of them.
Чужа уморилася Василиса уета.
What's the progress on U-boat? Well, yeah, I figured 4%. Did you say? No, you didn't say if you had any plans yourself this weekend. I think one of my next cheat food things, whatever we want to call them, I might get next is the jumbo fried shrimp from my local Chinese place. It's my favorite thing from a Chinese place, from a Chinese restaurant. I love the jumbo fried shrimp. And I haven't had it in a very, very long time. Oh shit. I just saw your Uno post in the Discord. Did I? And I'm seeing an article right here. McDonald's Japan will have anime themed Uno decks. And in here we see one for My Hero and Spy Family. Just those two. I don't know if they'll have any other ones. Yeah, it's just Spy Family and My Hero. I would love both. And on the Plex movie front, I'm down to 138 unwatched. Over half of which are animated movies. I wonder if I'm going to get to play this game before the stream is over, or if it's just going to be this intro thing. I don't know. I didn't look at the whole. Let me see. Because we're going to sit here and wait for this intro to play out. Let me click into the article. This Happy Meals. They're starting February 27th. They will be available for about 3 weeks. I guess there's no definitive. Or wait. There are 2 parts to the Anime Uno collaboration. From February 27th to March 5th, you can get the Anya, Lloyd, and Todoroki decks. Anya's is Uno Flip, while Lloyd's is just normal Uno. Todoroki is Uno All Wild. Then from March 6th to March 12th, McDonald's will launch the second half of the collaboration. During this period, you can get the Yor, Bakugo, and Deku decks. Yours is Uno All Wild, Bakugo's is Uno Flip, and Deku is normal Uno. From March 13th, you can get any deck from the above 6. March 13th to who fucking knows when. So they're doing 2 windows for 3 of the 6. And then after those 2 windows, they're opening it up for all. Like, that's a weird way to do it. Like, why even have the windows? Like, here. You have these windows where you can get these 3, and then you have a window where you get these other 3, and then after that you can just get all 6 of you. Like, then the fucking window barrier doesn't matter. It's just like get them right away, I guess. I wonder how much they'll go for. I mean, obviously they're going to be available through third parties. I wonder what the price will be for them. I have not listened to anything this game has been telling me.
Data storage is damaged. Formatting quantum storage device.
Yeah, that can be true as well.
Device is ready for physical record storage.
The leftover stock. Oh, it's a point and click.
This isn't my ship.
I don't hate the look of this. The only sound in the room is the hiss of the static from the monitors. Their flickering lights illuminate the leather chair, the cracks in its surface evident even beneath the shroud of dust that covers it. The white paint has been flaking off for some time, exposing the rusted metal beneath. A red hologram floats silently in the air beside the door, pulsing to indicate the door is locked. It's kind of weird. I'm not upset about it, but just like to scroll over something and instead of having to click it and then get over there, interact with it to know what it is and what it does and get a little text, it just gives me the information immediately when I scroll over it. What the fuck?
My heart. Please seek immediate medical attention.
You've opened the door for me. How much would you assume the decks will go for? $30? I don't know how much an Uno deck costs retail.
Automated medical care systems are non-functional. Please seek medical attention.
$50. Yes, Uno, Conan. While you were away, I saw an article about some anime-themed Uno decks as part of some McDonald's collaboration. Yeah. These are going to be 3 different sets. Well, 6 different sets, but of 3 different variations. They're going to have some that are Uno normal decks, ones that are Uno flip, and then ones that are Uno all wild or some shit. My Hero and Spy Family. So there's a Lloyd, Yor, and Anya themed deck. Well, 3 different decks for each of them. And then for My Hero, there's Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki.
At least the computer's working.
At least 20. I feel like 20 is definitely low. If you could get them for $20, I'd consider maybe grabbing a few. I feel like 30 is the cheapest possible. My name is John. That's my dad's name.
Dockmate scanner active.
I got the last episode of Sauna to watch after this. Happy to be done with it. Bad show. 4 out of 10.
Emergency medical kit.
A lot of weird things, weird choices, confused choices. I don't really know what the
morphine combination suggests.
goal with that whole thing was.
Thank you for using Dockmate systems. Have a nice day.
I don't really know what I haven't been paying attention to anything.
Warning. John Marchek. Records indicate you are under medical lockdown. Please report to your physician immediately.
Where are they? The door's locked. Grab something here. Well, I mean, it's just about the time, so let's just call it. All right. What a week it's been. You know what? I maybe should have kept my mouth shut about the whole, hey, you know, Blue Point, bad news, Sony, where's Xbox to say, hey, how about you hold up a second? Let me show you how you really do it. And there are a lot of gloom and doom people about the news. I'll stay hopeful until they give me a reason to be completely just fucking destroyed. I mean, if they announced today the additional, upon all this other stuff, the closures of Double Fine and Ninja Theory and Compulsion Games and Undead Labs, and I'd be like, okay, all right. Definitely have reason to be fucking considering throwing out your Xbox. But I don't know. I want to believe. In large part just because an industry without Xbox is not, it's not, I mean, you just look at what Sony's been doing this generation already because of the lack of competition. But if Xbox is entirely gone, it'll be even worse. But can Xbox do anything to even try and become competitive? Like, it becomes Sony, well, PlayStation, Steam, and Nintendo. Kind of already is. You know, I don't know. Whatever, man. This week sucks. Oh, but at least the stream is over, so y'all can have a better rest of your nights, because you're not gonna be sitting here watching me play these fucking mostly not great games all night. Anywho, that is going to do it for this here stream. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, those who are here, those who were here, anyone checking out the archive. It means a whole hell of a lot to me that y'all are willing to spend any amount of your time with me and my nonsense. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, if you enjoyed this here stream and haven't already given it a like, a thumbs up, please do that. It helps out, it is appreciated, and it just makes me feel good. And if you are new to the channel, why not consider subscribing and stay up to date when the streams happen every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central to roughly this time, as well as the other stuff I put on the channel like the Pixelated Sausage Show, Attack the Backlog, and Amazingly Maka. I will be back here next week with, I don't know, it could be Mind's Eye, but the closure of Blue Point makes me kind of want to play one of their games, which could be Shadow of the Colossus or Demon's Souls. So I don't know. That threw me for a loop, and I almost played Demon's Souls today, but I didn't really want to jump into that at the end of the week, and then I opted for all of this. We'll see though. However, that is it for tonight. So I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their evening and a wonderful weekend. Or if you are checking this out after the fact, a wonderful rest of your day. But for now, adios, arrivederci. Bye bye.
It's go time, go daddy. It's go time, go daddy. It's go time, go daddy.